Can you go too far with plastic surgery? Of course. Of course. Hold on. We got to see this.
Tummy tuck was worse than my SRS because they cut your stomach and they lift the muscles, and that's your core.
Oof.
And so just sneezing, farting, coughing, dropping something is a bitch.
Oh my God.
I wish I didn't get plastic surgery. 3, 2.
I mean, they look okay. The first one looks like throw her away. Just right click. You know what? Right click, but you gotta hold, what is it, shift or control, and you gotta go permanently delete. Like, you gotta get rid of her. She's out. Throw it away.
I had a rhinoplasty and a breast augmentation.
What the hell is a rhinoplasty? What's a rhinoplasty? Commonly referred to as a nose job. Oh, I was like, a rhinoplasty? I'm scared. To change the shape of a nose.
It has helped me overcome a lot of self-image issues that I've had, and
Here's my thing, right? Plastic surgery, if you're doing something small like a nose job and maybe like a boob augmentation, I feel like that's perfectly fine. But if you out here looking like this,
I do not regret either of those at all. However, sometimes I do wish that I was more natural, just because I feel like society puts a big emphasis on, you know, being naturally beautiful.
I was insecure about.
that's true. But then you know what's crazy? There's a lot of people that would get plastic surgery, be happy for like the first couple days or weeks that they have the plastic surgery, and then they just end up hating it, and then they do another plastic surgery.
On my breasts before. I didn't like the size. I was like, you know, maybe if they were a little bigger, like. So, and I went ahead, I did it,
That's all she did was a boob job. She looks fine.
and I could never go back. Like, it makes me
She looks good. She the best looking one out of everybody here, in my honest opinion.
so happy. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, God damn, girl, where do you come from, ma? Like, okay, give me your number.
I, my whole entire life, felt uncomfortable with my boobs because they were in a regular shape, and that was never gonna change unless I got a surgery. I could never regret it because I feel so much more confident, even though they're not even like fully dropped and shaped yet.
Hi, I love my plastic surgery. I've had over 225 procedures. I had a lot of bad experiences, but I don't regret any of it. It's made me who I am. I have a recording career now because of it.
As a trans person who goes through this cishet society, people are always nitpicking at my body. They're always like, you don't have big enough boobs. You don't have an ass. Your face looks fucked up. You don't look feminine. You look masculine. I kind of wish that I never got breast augmentation. Not because like it makes me feel any type of way, but more so I wish I didn't feel like I had to have boobs to feel pretty. I don't, like my mother pushed that a lot, like you need to look feminine to be beautiful, and I'm like,
Well, you're perfect the way you are, and the way you
Really
are, you're
are.
always perfect.
100%, I'm telling you.
I was pretty before my surgery.
Absolutely, 100%. I was beautiful. I've always been. I still am, and I will be my whole life. This was just a little.
But then you're capping, because if you were beautiful before you got it, why'd you get the augmentations?
Salt, a little salt and pepper on top. That's it. A little more flavor.
Well, my nose changed my whole life, my whole perception of my face. So I think I'm beautiful now, but before when I look at pictures, I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad I got that nose job.
I kind of agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I've always felt like I'm beautiful from the inside out. No matter what anyone else tells me, like just because I didn't fit your beauty standard back then doesn't mean that I'm not beautiful now.
But you're just making no sense. You literally just said, you literally said that you didn't feel good, so you got boobs, Y'all not making no sense now.
Should be open about their plastic surgery.
People should be open about their plastic surgery. Not 100% of the time. Cause like that one girl with the curly hair with the boob augmentation, she looked good as hell. Like, I mean, I guess if you get to that point where, like, you know, you got a boyfriend, you sleeping with him, he grab your titties and he like, wait a minute, these feel a little funny. Not that I'm complaining, but they feel a little funny. Then if the conversation comes up, I'll be like, hey man, I like how your boobs look anyway, so you good.
It's nobody's business. If, you know, it isn't.
She talking about like, oh, it's nobody's business. I could tell from the Bronx that you got plastic surgery. You don't even gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. These other girls, these other girls, I probably gotta ask them, right? Because I wouldn't know straight off the bat just looking at them. You, I could tell from space, from the moon base that don't even exist. I could tell.
You know, sometimes I'll tell people. You know, I guess I look like.
Sometimes I tell people. Miss, you don't gotta tell anybody. You don't gotta tell anybody.
Plastic surgery doll, but you know, I could care less, and you know, it's up to the individual, you know, whether you want to tell your story or not.
Well, I think when it comes to celebrities and like influencers, like you should be open about your plastic surgery, because I think that people, like, especially like when they're in they have higher platforms, that they should be open about it, because a lot of people have had plastic surgery. It's like, and you're going around
They
playing
had
it off
plastic
like you
surgery
have
like we go to the dentist.
It's like, okay, you don't want to tell me a story, that's okay, but don't tell me something's real and natural when it's plastic.
True, that's true. A lot of people on the internet like to portray like everything is natural. Like, you be seeing these models out here with like giant tits and giant ass. Their stomach is slim as hell, and then they're like, "Oh, this is all natural. This is all I earned this." I'm not gonna say that there's women that hasn't earned it, because there are some women that are out there within the Instagram community or whatever, where they're models that actually work out every single day and they work for that body. But then there's some women out there, just like men, that get plastic surgery and alter and modify portions of their body to make it look as legitimate as possible, but it was actually earned by paying for it and sitting on an operating table, you know? You said, Retro, did you get plastic surgery? You think I got money for that? Bro, I don't even got money to buy utensils in my house. Did you guys see how I ate my oatmeal? With a fucking rice spoon. This is how I had to eat my oatmeal. You motherfuckers, man. Asking me if I got plastic surgery.
Doesn't hurt that bad.
My recovery honestly wasn't that bad. Everybody told me, you're gonna be in so much pain, this and that, you're not gonna be able to lift your arms, you're not gonna move. I was fine. Like 2 days later, I was in the shower and I took my shirt off, I didn't feel it.
I'll tell you, the worst one was the tummy tuck. Tummy tuck was worse than my SRS.
I don't want to. I'm out. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. You said comically large spoon? King Batch. I'm on my King Batch shit. Can sex workers and the V word that's apparently banned on Twitch see eye to eye?